YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. A lot of you all thinking that we all will reach retirement age. Man, right now we're like slaves to the system. We're being poisoned by the food, we're being poisoned in the water, and we're being poisoned by air. Bro, and you honestly think we're gonna make it to retirement? Man, no, man. The whole game is to set us up to continuously work, man. A lot of us won't be able to retire. Even the generation before us that actually retired had to come out of retirement to actually work. It's letting you know how the system is actually rigged. It's not rigged in a way that you think, oh, well, I can't retire. You can retire, but you might be homeless. You might be penniless. See, the thing is, they're raising these prices so high on everything now that you got to continuously work. You're going to work until you drop. Why do you think so much people are creating debt? There's trillions of dollars in debt, far as credit card, far as student loans, far as mortgages, just far as hospital debt. There's so much of it. And people now are just walking away from it. They're like, hey, look, I can't, I can't do anything with this. Honestly, you got health insurance and they still hitting you with insane amounts of bills because they don't cover certain things, or your mortgage is basically underwater because you were sold a house that in actuality didn't appraise right. So you end up paying a overinflated price for a house that actually, once you got it appraised again, it wasn't even the value of that. Dude, there's so much going on. And this is why I say you got to constantly look. These student loans, people say that's the best thing that happened to me. I see people sitting here with $150,000 in student loans, close to $500,000 in student loans because they went somewhere really nice. They got the college experience, but that experience also comes with consequences. See, a lot of people think you could just do something and, man, they don't pay that off, man. They don't even pay my college debt, man. And they start garnishing your check and you sitting there thinking, damn, I didn't see that coming. Oh, no, they told you this. Man, see, this is why I'm talking about you're never meant to escape the system. You are a slave. You were born one and you will die one. See, I was talking to people about walking away from debt. Like hell with it. Stop paying it and see what happens. And I'm going to tell you, if you stop paying it, oh, it will come after you tooth and nail. Because somebody asked me, what could they do? I said, you really want to know what these people could do to you? You really want to know what could happen? You really want to know what's the alternative? The alternative is jail. You don't want to go to jail. Jail is not a pleasant place, I hear. My thing is, man, see, a lot of us just want to get in, do what we need to do, and get out. But the system is not set up for us to do that. Man, we sitting here trying to figure out how, to do certain things, man. We're trying to add shit up that don't add up together, man. The math ain't mathing. And it haven't mathed in a long time, man. But we're sitting here thinking to ourselves, everything is all right, man. The holidays is the same. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Everything the same. It's the same. That's only happening in the blue states, man. And I'm sitting here thinking, it ain't that many blue states, right? Shit bad is happening every damn where. And shit, I'm seeing a lot of it in red states. So I'm confused here, man. I'm not understanding, man. Bad is bad, bro. People are not looking at the overall issues. The overall issues is if you don't address the root problems, all you could do at most is delay the outcome. And that's what we're doing right now. We're delaying the outcome because we can't get past, some of our own issues with one another. Man, once we get past those issues, man, we could fix this economy, man. Like I said, during the holiday shopping, bonanza, people spoke with their wallets. People telling you on the news that Black Friday and Cyber Monday was a resounding success. No, it wasn't. These companies wouldn't be addressing rumors of layoffs, man, because, again, people are not spending money. Look, you took away the used car market because people were buying used cars. And people weren't buying new cars anymore because new cars were really expensive. So people were like, look, I got something for you. I'm going to buy a used car and get the title for the car and keep the car. You know, ride it till the wheels fall off. That's what I've been hearing everybody else say. I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Dude, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get the car fixed when it needs to get fixed and keep on moving, bro. Look, I don't know what people been telling you about, how things work and how they should work, man. Nothing has never worked in this country the way it's supposed to have. Man, you always under somebody else's thumb. I'm not saying that, oh, woe is me, I'm a victim and, I'm blaming everybody. No, I'm not. What I'm doing now is actually telling the truth. Hell, the truth is easy to see when you start looking around and you see people ain't working. People that you normally would see working at a job no longer have a job to work at. People that you used to see on the train going to work every day, they're not retired. Hell, they got laid off. If you laid off, guess what? You ain't working no more. Dude, there's a lot of stuff that's happening that people don't pay attention to. My biggest thing is you got to stop and look at everything around you and weigh those things. I looked at what happened with the Somalis over in Minnesota, what happened there, man, and I'm like, wow, that is crazy. $1 billion in fraud. They're not black, and now he's talking about deporting all of them. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. ICE is over there just acting a fool. Dude, man, the stuff you see off the news and TikTok, Instagram, stuff that they just showing you, even on YouTube, the stuff they showing you, just sitting there thinking to yourself like, wow. This is why I say, please make informed decisions before you just do anything, man. Start paying attention. Start looking. Start understanding. Man, at the end of the day, man, we're going to do what we do. And we're going to continue to do what we do. But one thing that we're not going to do is blame everybody else for the stuff that we're doing. Dude, I once said we all need to band together and force change. That's the only way it's going to work. If we all march together and say, look, we need something better. We need a better way. We need a better understanding on things. We need things to be this way and hold firm. But guess what? We don't want to sit here and, actually, come to terms with each other, and just let these old rifts heal, bro. It's time to let this shit go. It's time for us all to just realize that they're playing us for fools, man. They don't care about us. Dude, we are out in this situation looking crazy as hell. Dude, the average, and I'm going to be honest, if you look at some of this stuff, man, it'd take you damn near $100,000 to actually make it in this society. And that's realistic. It would actually take, a lot of things that you look at, from healthcare to daycare. And I was listening to this guy actually say, he said, well, if the woman played a traditional role and stayed at home with the kids, y'all wouldn't have to worry about that. But this is not the society. This is not the 50s. This is 2025, where two people need to work. You see what's happening with the CNAs in the medical facility, in the nursing homes now, right? The CNAs in a nursing home. They're changing the rule, whereas, instead of having all those patients, they're responsible for 6 patients. But the highest they can make is $12 an hour. How many people you think gonna leave them damn jobs alone? See, like I told you, they've been targeting women, and women are not paying attention. Dude, these are things, like I told you, they're talking about changing the degree status for people who go into teaching, nursing, and all this other shit, man. And, all these other medical related fields, man, regarding women, bro, you need to be paying attention. See, this stuff here that I've been talking about is just not happenstance, man. This shit has been in the works for a minute. Man, we're sitting here and the world is changing. We talk about the infrastructure of this country, saying it's the greatest country on the planet, bro. But you go to other countries and you start looking at the infrastructure over there, and you're trying to figure, how great is the damn country we stay in? dude, I look at other countries and I be like, damn, they got high-speed rail systems. They got shit. They got all type of stuff. They got droids delivering your food. They got little ass robots and stuff driving cars, bro. You like, man, what are we doing? Dude, they got electric cars that charge in less than 30 damn minutes, man. What is we doing over here, bro? See, this is what I'm talking about. See, my thing is we content on shit, man. We content on just about anything. You give us a little bit, a little taste, and we okay. But, in other countries, man, they out there fighting, destroying shit. They going crazy. Because, again, all of a sudden you see what's happening, man. People tired. People frustrated. People angry. People tired of just barely making it, bro. It makes so much sense, man. Everybody's getting tired of that. Everybody's getting tired of this issue that we call life. I'm not saying I'm not happy living. I'm proud to wake up each morning and be alive, bro. I am. I don't want to be 6 feet under. Hell, being dead, you can't do any damn thing. You can't change nothing. But being alive, you can change what you did the day before to make it better for the day. You get what I mean? The stuff that you did yesterday, you can learn from and make an informed decision for today. Man, you know what? Look, I'm like, the heck with all that, man. You got to do what's best for you and yours, man. If, you living somewhere it's not good for you no more, man, make it your priority to get out of there. If you don't like the job you working, get out there and find another one that's going to pay you more or pay you your value, what you worth, man. There are jobs, but you just got to audition for them so damn hard now. You got to have video cassettes. You got to have speaking engagements. You got to have a Netflix account. You got to, you got to have all type of shit there. You got to have your blood type online. It's crazy as hell. See, this is the stuff that I tell you have to look at, man. People ask me, is this a toy channel? Yes, it's a toy channel. I want to make sure I say that. Every video, this is a toy channel. But see, when you're an adult, you deal with shit other than toys. You deal with the shit that affect you from buying toys, bro. If all your bills go up right now, guess what? You ain't gonna be buying toys no more. Hell, the most important thing to any grown person is the roof over their head. You got to think about that. Don't get me wrong. When I'm talking about important things, I'm not talking about spouse or, kids. I'm talking about, the tangible thing like, the roof over y'all head. You got to make sure that that's paid. Bro, you got to, put yourself in line, man. Like I said, when I was collecting for a while, I was a little reckless, bro. When I started looking at how this economy is playing out, man, I started paying off them damn credit cards, bro. You got to keep that, and you got to be 100 with it. You got to start paying attention to what you see around you. You start seeing the writing on the wall. Oh, man, that's just writing on the wall, man. And everybody got writing on the wall, right, man? Yeah, they got writing on the wall over there. No, man, don't worry about that, man. It's going to be all right. No, bro, don't ever go with that logic. Like, it's only bad for a little while, then it's going to get good. No, it's bad for right now, then it might get better. This is how the situation works. Again, society, man, is not, doing something new now. Capitalism been going on for the longest, man. What's happening now is dying because, again, the economy is falling the fuck apart. People don't have jobs. AI is taking over. They got robots doing a job of people, man. AI doing a job of call centers and every damn thing else. And you sitting here wondering why nobody's spending money. They ain't got any. You can't make all the money and not leave people nothing. That's just what you call stupid. You got to make sure that there are people left who still have money that could buy your stuff. You don't want just people who got money left that ain't gonna buy your damn stuff. It don't make common damn sense. But again, we live in a society where there's no damn common sense too much when it comes down to politicians, lawmakers, and every damn thing else, man. I'm not saying that, whoever's in power is bad. I'm just saying they're not thinking about us. See, when millionaires and billionaires do business, they don't think about the poor. To them, you're sheep. You're going to do whatever they need you to do. And 9 times out of 10, they haven't lied not once. You will do whatever they tell you to do because guess what? You need the money. And all of this is based on money. This is not based on, hearsay or me just running my mouth saying, oh man, see, that's what people think. And see, people wrong to be thinking like that. And see, this is how people should really be thinking. No, that ain't how people should really be thinking. People should be paying attention. You should be paying attention to what happened last time. What happened last time, you don't want that to happen again. Whereas basically your civil liberties are being trampled on, man. Our civil rights are damn near gone. Our freedom of speech is gone. The right to bear arms is basically gone. Because see, the thing is, they're cracking down on every damn thing. And see, people are like, hey, why they don't want people to have guns anymore? Because see, with guns, you are a threat. Without the guns, you no longer a damn threat. I could do any damn thing to you now. See, this is why I tell people pay attention. Not everybody that sit there and smile in your face and dance and laugh with you is your friend. See, it's very rare when poor people are on the same level as billionaires and millionaires. You're not on a level, so they don't pay attention to you. Half of the damn time, billionaires don't pay attention to millionaires. So this is something that you need to be thinking about. If they don't look at the millionaires like they got any damn sense, how do you think they look at us? Yeah. We just chains. Just a cog in a machine, man. Think about it. You got ball bearings inside of a boot that go on a wheel of a car. You the ball bearings, you at least one of them. Think about it. If one stopped doing their job, you got a whole bunch of other people that ain't doing their job. See, that's the thing. They're scared that if one revolts, maybe everybody's going to revolt. My thing is, hell, people said, let's stop paying bills and see what happens. Let's not do that. Let's stop spending money and see what happens. Hey, you can spend money on your hobbies and stuff like that. Stop spending big money. I never said stop spending money on your hobbies, buying your video games, your comics, your action figure, your gym shoes, your cologne, your watches, your hats. I never told you don't do that. I told you stop making big ass purchases. Going out, I'm going to just, every 5 years I buy a new car, man. You know me. Every 5 years I buy a new car. That's how people be acting. Every 5 years, man, no, man, you know me, man. I'm going to do this. And man, every 25 years we go get a new house. Man, look, all those big purchases, put that shit on the back burner. Save your money. Like I said, keep some money on hand, cash on hand. Make sure you have some money on you. In your vicinity, somewhere in your house, somewhere that if you need it, you could go get it. Because like I said, banks, right now, I don't trust too much of any damn thing. I'm not saying banks are bad, nothing like that. Banks are amazing vehicles for your money, but, right now, with the economy being the way it is, you want to make sure you got all the right information. Having your money spread out over a certain period, over certain platforms is okay. You can still have your money in your checking and your savings and, your CD deposits, your 401ks and all that. You could also have some money in your house too. Bro, banks shut down right now. People be like, but see, paper money be useless. No, it won't. Paper money still be what it is, paper money. Things don't change. Things still hold value, man. If society breaks down right now, you got to put it back together. But see, the thing is, the birth rates are so far down because people are not having kids. People have learned that maybe I'm better off without having kids. I don't think I'm a good parent, so I'm not going to have any kids. Man, you know what? Hell, I can't blame anybody for saying that, I once said, why do people who are doing really bad, struggling, why would you have more kids? If you got 3 kids and you can't take care of those, why would you have a 4th one? Dude, I'm going to tell you, a lot of shit is irresponsible. Now it seems like a lot of people are being a little more responsible and the government don't like that. But they also don't like it and do like it. Why do you think they let all those migrants in? They need people to do the damn jobs. And you all say, hey, if they raise those wages on those jobs, people in the country would do. No, they won't. Dude, if you wouldn't do the damn job and you need the money now, you ain't gonna do the job if they raise the damn price. The wages. It just won't happen. McDonald's had Man, there's a lot of people that are not, you know, in places they need to be. But people continue to do the shit they do. This country is ran by billionaires and it's controlled by corporations. The US itself is a business. Its job is to make the most money it can, put the most amount of debt that it actually incurs on the people, and let the people pay the debt. What you think's happening? You paying debt for someone else. They giving money to other countries, $40 billion, $50 billion, $60 billion, but you can't even get a bailout. And every time I talk to y'all about a stimulus, people lose their mind talking about that's gonna raise the taxes. You done gave 5 different damn countries a stimulus and didn't say anything. You see my point? If you're not gonna say anything about that, you shouldn't say anything about people asking for help when they actually need it. Dude, everybody needs to be, this economy needs to be stimulated at the right points. I'm going to be honest. If they gave everybody $5,000 right now, that'd change the damn economy. It'd shape it completely up. And I know a lot of y'all say, hey, look, $5,000. What people would do, they would pay their bills and do this and that. No, people will spend that 5,000 damn dollars. They will spend the hell out of it. Some people will be responsible. See, the thing is, when stuff like this happens, some people are responsible, and a lot of them are not. A lot of them will go on a trip, man. I wanted to go on a trip for the longest, man. I wanted, your roof need to get done. It costs $5,000 to fix your damn roof. You go straight on the damn trip. Shit, you tired of looking at that damn house. Man, I know people like that, man. I know people who actually bought homes and after a while hated being there because they just money pits at times. Dude, when shit go wrong, the basement flood, you got to cut out the damn drywall and do mold remediation and all this damn stuff, man. And you sitting here, then, FEMA and, how they usually declare, certain areas, disaster areas and all that, ask for disaster relief. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. Certain times people get it and certain times people don't. And, you just stuck. And think about it. If your basement flood 5 damn times and you done had the house 5 years, you done had enough all damn ready. You like, man, come on, I'm done. Man, what's up? I'm done, man. Just pack up your stuff. We done. We about to get on out of here, man. People been taking their keys up to the damn banks and dropping off them, saying, look, they done. People been returning their car to the damn bank. People have been doing a lot of damn stuff. Why you think people been waiting on a repo person just getting them the damn keys? You didn't even have to do it. And they looking like, wait, hold on. Like, yeah. People at this point, man, they just tired, man. They're real tired. They're angry, bro. And like I said, you got to really look at everything that's happening and you start learning that everything is crazy, man. You start learning that it's just not you. Half of the time, it's not meant for you to make it to retirement because they still need you. Why you think they're trying to change the child labor laws, man? They trying to make 14-year-olds go to work. Dude, see, like I told you, see, a lot of people want to be grown but don't understand, there's a lot of shit that comes with being grown. It's not like, it used to be where you grown and you could just have fun and, your rent like 300 and 400 like it was in the 80s, and, but $300 and $400 in the 80s was still a tough time, man. People never understood. You didn't have, just because the rent was cheap, bro, don't mean you made good money. See, people always assume that, certain times, oh man, they were making, if the rent was, 300, they were making $20 an hour. Like, no, 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 Mr. Superman. It wasn't like that. When people tell you they were struggling and your parents asked you for help, they needed help. Dude, they didn't have it. You thinking they have it and all that. You in there eating your ass off. You eating like it ain't no damn tomorrow. You eating them out of house and home, and you got a damn job, and you buying Jordans and stuff, and you think that's your damn job to buy Jordans. Jordan don't care about your ass. He don't. He getting your money and that's it. He looking at you like, damn fool. Like, I'm just serious, bro. This is why I say we got to stop and start really thinking about everything. We need to hold everybody accountable, man. Our parents, and like I was telling you, they're part of the blame too. School is too. Financial literacy, man, we all needed to learn that. How to pay bills, man. What not to get yourself into, man. Now, all of a sudden, so many people in debt. Like I told you, it's a phenomenon now. They just looking at it like, damn, the amount of debt within the U.S. is crazy. It's staggering. It's at an all-time. It's in trillions, bruh. Just the payday loan scams. Let me stop. Title loan scams. Oh, my bad. I said that. I said that out loud. Those things, man, at one point in time, they was charging you 100% interest. So just think of that. That's crazy as hell. They had to file lawsuits against these damn people back in the 90s and 2000s. The states did, because these people were coming with these unrealistic interest rates, man. And, people were like, man, I borrowed $50 and paying back 100, bro. Bro, what are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. You got to sit back and actually think about this shit, bro. This is why you got to sit back and start thinking. See, these people out here, they're preying on you, man. These are predators. They preying on you, man, because they realize you are not financially literate. I'm not talking about you in general. I'm talking about a lot of us, not just random people. Shit, I wasn't financially literate for a while, bro. I had to understand after everything came crashing down, and I had so much credit card debt because shit, I had to get cars fixed. I had to get certain things, clothes needed to get got, man. You know what? Look, stuff, man, that you weren't able to get yourself out of, man, because you was paying for every damn thing. Once I got myself out of that shit, man, and started realizing that this is just crazy, bro. This is why I say you need another job. If you are an able-bodied man or a woman and you don't have any kids and it's just you, and you talking about you don't make enough, and people are offering to get you jobs in other places like cleaning, in a cleaning crew, as your second job, cleaning up, office buildings and stuff like that, cleaning, like, events, or waiting, or being a bartender and all this shit, man, you gotta actually step up and take some of these opportunities. If you say, man, I need an extra $100 or $200, every month, then you got to get out there and work. This guy came to me and said he needed an extra, all I need is an extra $200 a month. And I said, they hiring them, no, but see, I don't really want to work. And I'm like, how you going to get the money then? I'm confused. You want somebody to give it to you? See, that's the problem. Everybody got their hand out, but not nobody willing to work. Dude, we can make a hell of a difference out here, but nobody really want to make a difference. Everybody wants to be the damn problem and not the solution. People are asking me, all I hear you do is state the problems, but you never state the solutions. I state the solutions all the damn time, but nobody want to hear them. Everybody wants you to give them the answer to the damn problem. If you the one who keep causing the damn problem, why do I have to give you the answer? You should already know the answer. Dude, 2 + 2 don't always equal 4, bro. It depends on where you at. Math really makes no sense when you start doing math, because the math don't math ever. Dude, if you paid off all your debt, paid off all your bills, why there's always something new that comes along that you never heard of? Oh, this is the paid off bill tax. You like, what? Like, where did that come from? Dude, like I tell you, don't stop living your life. Don't wait till you retire to go live, because you may not make it to retirement, or you may not be in any shape to actually do anything once you retire. Friend said he wanted to buy a Ferrari. He said his friend wanted to buy a Ferrari when he retired, or a Corvette or something like that. I don't remember. It was one of those fast cars. Friend got into an accident. His friend got into an accident, and I think he lost the use of his legs. And I'm like, do you get where I'm going with this? What is the purpose of the fast car now? You can't even drive it. If you want to live your life to the fullest, live it now. Work, live your life, man, and do what you do. And let every damn thing else fall where it may. In the U.S., it's not like a lot of other countries where somebody die, they try to give you their debt. They try to give you your family members' debt. If, like, say, for instance, one of my family members passed away and they try to give you their debt or something. Dude, look, I ain't taking no damn body else's debt. I don't give a damn if you got good credit or bad credit or you got assets. Dude, look, you keep your shit to yourself. Man, look, I'm going to tell you, a lot of times when you left shit, you needed to just leave it where it was at most of the time, man, because people, most of the time, man, haven't taken care of it. You find out that the house got like a damn $5,000 water bill. You still owe for trash. You still owe for utilities. You like 3 months behind on a mortgage, bro. You left me this shit. I don't want this. You know, I'm thinking, bro, look, you got to sell this shit for a loss damn near. You like, well, I didn't pay anything, but still, you're going to hit with something there. And this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I'm telling you to keep your eyes open. Make sure you pay attention to what people are proposing. Because a lot of times people are not proposing any damn thing good. They're looking at you and they see, somebody who's just eager to just get out there. People were asking me, what good credit cards out there to get. Bro, I can't tell you because, shit, honestly, a lot of them are not good. The APR on them is so damn high. You looking at some of these damn credit cards, they damn near charge you 40% interest if you're not careful. If you got bad credit and you somehow qualify for it and you looking at the interest on it, you like, damn. Back when I was in college, bro, I got credit cards, phone cards. I was getting all type of shit because I could. And, I realized that the prices were crazy. Every damn thing else was ridiculous. And I learned to pay attention. They prey on people who don't know. But that's what it is. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.